everybody, this is Michelle with Creative Operation. I have a project that I just wanted to do a quick share with you and talk you through a couple things that I did. This is an album that I made using the Uniquely Creative's Flip Folio album, and then also All Hallows Eve by Carta Bella. Now, this paper came out in 2012. And I used a little bit of it, and then I had like most of the rest of the pack left over. Decided that this was the perfect paper to use with this album. So I did purchase this from a local store called Cobblestone Creek Studios in Oregon. And I was in there one day because I also had purchased the advent calendars from Spellbinders through her. And so I wanted to also pick up, while I was there, I wanted to pick up some other, things while I was there. So I found the folios and the dies that go with them to cut the papers for this album. And so I picked these up and I thought, oh my gosh, these are so cute and so wonderful that I got to do something with them. So I wanted to show you what I did and talk you through a couple things. Now, this folio, just so you know, comes with the base folio that looks like this. So it opens up like that, and then it has this piece here that can make a pocket. And then the idea is that you can use the additional pieces to kind of make inserts into the pockets, and then it has this little one here that you can use to make an insert in here. But I did something a little bit different with mine, and I just wanted to kind of share with you that. So again, this is Carta Bella, and this is All Hallows Eve, and this paper was a gorgeous paper collection, but I did manage to bust it, which was kind of fun. I've had it for 12 years. I mean, gosh, I need to use it. So anyway, this is really cute. So what I ended up doing was I added a ribbon closure to keep everything closed, and then on the front I used one of the cut-aparts, and I just did it so that it was a pocket for some tags, so that had some cute tags in the collection. I backed this one. This was actually a sticker. I backed it on a piece of cardstock, and I just tied some seam binding through there and put that in like that, and then added the stickers here. So that's the front. And again, I used the die to go ahead and cover the paper. I did ink it with some Tim Holtz Distress Ink Vintage Photo is what I used. Worked out really well. On the back, what I did, and let me grab the dies here real quick so you can see. The dies are amazing. So they come, there's a huge package of them that come with the kit. And I ended up using some of these dies as kind of elements to create pockets. So this one here is supposed to cover the pocket on the inside. But I also cut out a piece and used that as a pocket here. And then it also has this die that I used to create a pocket here. So I just did a double pocket with the pattern paper using the dies. So everything matched and it's perfect. And then I used some of the cut-aparts to go in there. And I thought it would be fun to put some, papers on the outside too, some little tags and things, because not only did I have them, but I also, you can't put a whole lot inside. So I wanted to save room for pictures on the inside as well and not fill it full of tags. So I thought that was kind of a fun thing. So that's another idea you can do with those dies. So before I put the pattern paper down, I did put the seam binding down. So I have a closure here. On the inside, I just covered this again using the die and the pattern paper. And then this one here, left it open because I thought, a picture could go here, or you could leave it blank, maybe put a picture on this side so you don't see it over here. But then when you open it up, you have a nice picture over here. Added stickers from the collection here. Then when you open it up, you're going to notice something a little different. So this pocket here, let me show you what I did. So if you take your folio, when you open it up, you have this pocket here, and that is this piece right here. And then I used, again, the die to cover it with pattern paper. Well, I kind of wanted to make more pockets. So what I ended up doing was taking this piece and I layered it underneath that pocket, and I can't do it because it's glued down now, but then that gave me a pocket here, and then a pocket here, and then a pocket here. So what I did was I took the die and cut out a piece of pattern paper, and then that's what covered, this piece right here and then kind of stiffened that back up to where that fold is, okay? So I had a piece of pattern paper there, and then I just cut, I just measured and cut a piece to fit on there, and then layered that underneath that pocket like so, and then that created the 3-level pocket on that side. So that's how I used that small piece right here, and it created a triple pocket here. So I have a pocket there, I have a pocket there, and then I have a pocket there. And these are stickers backed on cardstock that came in the collection, and it worked out really good. I did use my envelope punch board, the thumb notch, to go ahead and just punch that little pocket piece out, and it worked out really good. I think that turned out really good. So that's how I kind of repurposed this guy to create more pockets on this page. So then you have the middle section. Now this I left plain except for this really cool sticker right there at the bottom. And then it opens up, and then again, this is a piece of the cardstock that I cut out and just glued there. This is a nice place for a picture there. And then on here, this flap, so we have the die here that did the pattern paper. So I used that, excuse me, on the back, you know, to create the pocket there. This is to cover this bottom flap right here, but then I also did another piece of pattern paper to create yet another layered pocket on top of it. So I have a pocket on that flap as well. And again, this was a big sticker. I just backed on a piece of cardstock and made like a little booklet out of that, and that tucks there. So then that opens up. Well, then you notice that when you look at your folio and you open it up, there's no pages, okay? So I was trying to think of what to do with this guy that was a little bit different. So this guy ended up turning into the flat pages. And so what I ended up doing was I cut them and then glued them down underneath the pattern paper on the back. So what I did was I took like this side, and on the fold here, I measured over 1/2 inch and I cut that off. And then that 1/2 inch right here became the tab that attached it to the back of the folio. And I did the same thing on the other side. So where that bend is, I measured over 1/2 inch and I cut it. And then that gave me a 1/2 inch flap to glue to the back. So then I had these 2 flat pages. Well, then I had the middle section that had a 1/2 inch cut from each side. And then that is what I used to make the top flap. I just ended up on the bottom, I scored another 1/2 inch to make a tab. And so I glued all of those down first and then put the pattern paper down underneath. And then that gave me the 2 side pages, and it gave me that additional flip that can actually have another picture. So when I did do that, of course, this shortened everything here, and it shortened it on the length. So when I did use my die to get the edge, I did have to trim it, but it worked out just fine. It worked out perfectly to cover that pattern paper, or cover that flap. So that's how I did that. So that just goes in first, and then I did that and that. That goes up, that goes down, and then you have your folio. So that's how I kind of repurposed the inserts that come in this collection. There are so many things that you can do with this. There's so many options that you have. I like that these can be inserts. They could be made into something in and of itself. This could be glued together and create an envelope. I mean, there's just so many things to do. And these dies are simply amazing. They worked beautifully and cut perfectly, and you can see the stitching is beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So that's what I wanted to share with you today on how I used my uniquely creative flip folio album. And I'm super glad that I have a second one to play with, because I want to come up with something else, and I've got another idea. So if I get that done, I will let you in on that here as soon as I can. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today. This is was a scrap busting project. So I'm using it for #craftygoals. We're trying to smash our stash, and I was able to use this paper collection completely up after hoarding it for 14 years. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay crafty, and I will see you again soon with more tutorials. All right, take care. Bye-bye.